Alright, welcome to this webinar. My name's Seb Brantigan and I'm here to present to you today 9 shockingly simple ways for you to claw back over 50% of your time spent, less of it working, and have more time to enjoy life guaranteed. So stay tuned right to the end of the webinar for a very special treat. Now, for those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Seb Brantigan. I'm the guy in that picture there with my beautiful girlfriend Kristen. We're having a great time. She actually lives in Nashville, Tennessee, and I live in the UK. I'm actually quite near London, and this is the thing. This is why I do this business, guys, so that I can spend the time with Kristen. I can travel across the world to see her, and with these productivity tips, you really can achieve anything you want in your life. You can free up your time. And you really can spend your time on the things that really matter the most. So my objective really tonight is to help you to in order to get more out of your time by doing less stuff. Okay, so I'm really going to help you to be a productive entrepreneur or a productive person. If you're not an entrepreneur, maybe you're just watching this and you're looking for ways to just improve your skills. Whatever the case is, I'm here to help you. So this webinar will help the following people. Maybe you're a full-time employee working 40+ hours a week. Could be a stay-at-home mom, a carer, a newly born entrepreneur, anyone really with a busy schedule, or anyone looking to manage themselves better. This webinar is perfect for you. Now, just so we're on the same page, productivity to me means working as little time as possible and getting the most results. Now, wouldn't you like to work as little time as possible and get more done? Of course you would, and that's why you're here. Now, not so long ago, I was unproductive, throwing time away and spending it on the wrong things, wondering why I wasn't having any success in my business. The reality is I wasn't productive, and maybe you can relate. Now, the problem was I was a great employee, but when it came to running my own business and having my own discipline, I struggled to carry that productivity over, and my results sucked, making me feel like an idiot. And the worst thing is I actually had plenty of time in the day. Now, I've been in your shoes. So for nearly 4 years, I struggled in online and network marketing. After all that guilt of not being able to produce any results, I could either do what the rest of society does, I could just give up, or I could find a solution to get a reward from my pain and struggle. Now, I decided it was time to make a change, to search for ways to improve my skills so I could be a more productive entrepreneur who gets more done in less time. Imagine being able to shave off a minimum of 1 hour per week, and that's actually what I'm going to guarantee as a minimum tonight. Now, even if you only save 1 hour per week by the time you watch this entire webinar, that's over 52 hours per year saved. Just over 2 entire days of your year is now back in your hands. And guys, I'm guaranteeing you save a minimum of 1 hour per week. So just think of what you could do with those 2 extra days alone, guys. You could take the family away to the beach for the weekend. You could attend that personal development seminar you never had time for, and so much more, guys. And this is literally only by saving 1 hour per week. So this is going to blow you away. So I suggest you get a pen and a pad of paper out for note taking, and also to write down, keep a tally of how many hours you feel you will save from each tip. Now, your exclusive productivity training starts right now. Now, tip number 1. If you have a ton of chores to do, whether it's business or personal, if you can, do these in bulk. So for example, iron 5 shirts at once, or making multiple videos in one go. So why don't we use the ironing example there? So rather than every morning having to get the ironing board out of the cupboard, pull out the iron, plug the iron in, fill it with water, wait for it to heat up, go and grab your shirt and go through all that stuff before you even iron the actual shirt. Instead of doing that 5 times a week, why don't you set up all the equipment, just iron those 5 shirts, put it all away, and you are done for the week. You don't have to worry about it. It's all sorted, it's all done out of the way, and you've not had to waste time setting things up and putting things away multiple times. And it's the same with if you're doing videos, guys. You don't have to, there's no need to put up a green screen every time you want to do one particular video. If perhaps you've got, maybe there's quite a few different videos you need to do, well, doesn't it make sense to set up all the equipment and do as many videos as you possibly can and then you don't have to set up and put things away quite so much. Now, anyone watching this knows, or anyone who's done any kind of video editing or anything like that professionally, that the actual editing of the video and making it all seamless and putting everything together, that takes more time than doing the actual video. So this is just something to bear in mind, guys. Oh, and by the way, that particular tip, number one, has saved me 30 minutes a week. So that's just what I'm going to jot down here. So make sure you write these down as well, and tally up how much time you feel these will save you. So tip number 2, apply positive thinking to your life. Always be looking for ways to be more positive, more productive, and speaking and writing your affirmations daily to this will reinforce your beliefs. So repeat after me: I am a productive entrepreneur. Okay, this should be one of your affirmations. Now, the reason why I included this tip and why I feel it's relevant is because so many people, they make the excuse that I don't have the time, or I don't have time to do it, I never find the time, I'm always so busy. But the thing is, they're kind of speaking that into existence. They're not even trying. You know, their words are kind of dictating their results, and they become their own beliefs. It's not just words, these are their own philosophy, right? And I'm not getting all you know, mumbo jumbo on you. I'm just telling the truth, okay? You know, people do honestly make themselves believe they don't have the time just because they say it, and then they back it up with logic and they believe it, and all of a sudden they've talked themselves out of their dreams. So don't be that person, and use affirmations as a tool in order to get yourself thinking as positive as possible. Okay, so tip number 3, you want to cut off distractions and focus on one task at a time. So limit email checking to 1 or 2 times a day, maybe more if you get a ton of emails, but I wouldn't do any more than 3 times a day. Don't check your Facebook notifications constantly, again, the same amount of times a day I would do, and finish the task at hand before moving on. Now guys, the Facebook notifications alone, just by not checking those, I would say I've saved 30 minutes a week just by not checking Facebook notifications. So you can probably hear me just jotting that down on my pad and paper there. So I suggest you do the same thing as well, and just keep a tally of how much time you're actually saving. And I'd say the same with the emails. I'd say that's another 30 minutes. So guys, I've already saved 2 hours with these tips, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. So make sure you're taking notes. I know I'm going very quickly, but you really need to understand these concepts and these tips and apply them, guys. Okay, so tip number 4, realize what makes you money. So that means retailing and recruiting, or action steps that at least lead to these. So for example, it could be calling prospects, or it could be doing presentations. Okay, make sure you know what makes you money. Any other task, guys, see if there's a way around them. I mean, there are some boring tasks which are not related to making money, which you have to do, for example like a tax return, but you want to always prioritize what's actually paying the bills, guys. You're a business, you know, you want to prioritize on making money and bringing cash into the business, or you will be out of business. Okay, but this is important, guys. Realize what makes you money and always prioritize that. Okay, so tip number 5, exercise. And it doesn't have to be lifting your own body weight. That's not something I can do personally, so I wouldn't ask you to do it either. But what I would say is, you know, try 10 push-ups or some jumping jacks, or just something something that gets you moving. For me personally, that actually pushes away that feeling of anxiety, or whenever I feel like I don't want to do something, or you know, whenever I sort of feel like I want to just you know, get away from working, or I want to procrastinate, that, you know, by doing a little bit of exercise, by doing push-ups or something like that, that completely eliminates it. There's something about exercising which just totally trumps anxiety in every way, guys. I'm just gonna get a drink here. Okay, number 6, you want to take regular small breaks when working. Now I find 10 minutes every hour works best, and that gives you time to get some fresh air and another beverage. Not too much caffeine, no. I don't feel that should be a productivity tip. That should be a that should be a given, but I thought I'd just put that in there. But make sure you take some small breaks. Maybe you want to do 5 minutes every hour, maybe 15 every hour. You may have to experiment with this a little bit and just see what works for you. Okay, so tip number 7 is outsourcing. Now, even if you're brand new and you have a limited budget, you can still outsource a few one-off tasks, and you can just work your way up as and when your budget expands. Okay, so a great resource I use for one-off tasks is Fiverr.com. It's going to cost you $5 plus 50 cents per job done through this website. Okay, so for example, you could pay $5 for someone to do you know, like a video testimonial of your website. You know, you could pay someone to do that. You know, you could pay them $5 to you know, maybe to advertise your website, and they'll put it as a bumper sticker on their car for a month, you know, something like that. People will do some crazy things for $5. I can assure you. So make sure you jot down that website and take a look. It's definitely a great resource. I've used it a few times. For example, for me, with one of my autoresponders, there was a particular task I wanted done, and it would have taken me about 3 hours of my time, and it cost me $5 to have someone else do it for me, guys. You know, my time is worth a lot more than $5, especially over the space of 3 hours. I mean, guys, you have to consider what your time's worth as well, and you really have to put value on it. Otherwise, you'll be doing these small, minute tasks, which really are just going to eat up your time and are totally unnecessary. And relating to the tip earlier, they do not produce income. So you always want to be focusing on that. Okay, now this is my favorite tip, my absolute favorite tip. You know, I bow down and pray to this tip because it's just awesome. I discovered this a couple of months ago actually, and it's just saved me heaps of time. So here it is, guys. Play all of your audio, all your videos in a faster speed. Now this saves me at least 50% of my time if I play you know, the audio or the video in faster speed. I mean, you have to listen to personal development anyway if you're a serious entrepreneur. Well, now you're clawing back 50% of your time with just this one tip, guys. Absolutely incredible. If you go onto your smartphone, for example, you can play audio, you know, audios, you know, in double the speed. My smartphone actually does it in twice the speed, and that's the maximum. But that does mean you can convert a 4-hour audio down to a 2-hour audio with no extra effort. And the brain is it's just an amazing tool, an amazing thing. And what it does, it actually when you play something in faster speed, your brain will actually adapt and adjust to it. So your brain will get used to you playing things faster to it. So you'll still get all the information. It doesn't sound like a chipmunk or anything. All it does is it doesn't increase the pitch, it's just the speed, so your brain can still comprehend everything. And it's just a massive saver of time. Absolutely gigantic, guys. So make sure you jot this one down. Okay, bonus tip, just to sort of add on to that one. I need you to download eNounce for a 7-day free trial, guys, because I mean this actually speeds up any online media. So that includes videos not on YouTube and Facebook voice messages. Because what you can actually do on YouTube, if you go to a video, there should be a settings button. If you click that, you can actually choose the play speed there. Okay. I mean, the cool thing with this software, though, it goes up to 4 times the speed. Now, guys, I've had this software for about 3 months now, and it's saved me 47 hours. I included a snapshot of the software, guys, and I've given you a link here to download it as well. I'll put the link below in this post. If not, you'll just have to write it down and click on the link as well and download it there, guys. I mean, this tool is phenomenal. 47 hours saved in the space of, you know, 3 months is phenomenal, guys. And after the 7 days, I think it's like $30, you know, for a lifetime access. It's just ridiculous. This tool is amazing. Honestly, I don't think there's anything else out there which comes close to this for this particular price. I've gone and done my research, guys, and I couldn't actually find a software like this, and I also couldn't find one as cheap as this. You know, $30 for a lifetime of just, you know, saving half your time when you watch a video. Absolutely phenomenal, guys. So I hugely recommend this. This particular piece of software is going to help you massively, my friends. So make sure you take a note of it and download that. Okay. Last but certainly not least, this is the most important tip, I feel. You want to reward yourself and others around you. So spend time with people and always have that balance, guys. Don't be so so productive that you don't have a life, and I'm guilty of this. You know, I've been in situations where I've been running my business and I've been working 10 hours straight and not even realised the time's gone past. And I said I'd meet with a friend and I never got round to it just because I was so wrapped up in trying to be productive and trying to build my business that I wasn't even doing anything, and I was just kind of going on autopilot. So you want to always make the time with people who support you on your journey, guys. These are your cheerleaders. These are the people who push you to the next level in your business, and you want to make time for these people if you want them to keep supporting you, that is, which I'm sure you do. Okay, so I know that was a lot to take in, and I hope you've got some really good notes, and by now you're probably thinking about all the time you're going to save from these awesome free tips. Now, I've just been tallying up how much time I'm actually saving with these tips, and it's come to over 50 hours so far. If I break that down into weeks, I'd say it's probably about 8 hours a week. I've been using that software for about 3 months, so I'm just kind of guesstimating how much I'm actually saving per week. I'd say it's probably between 7 and 8 hours a week just from those tips that I gave you guys. Absolutely phenomenal. So this content really is going to save you a ton of time, guys. So if you really like these tips, I wanted to give you a very special treat for tonight only. My buddy Adam, he put together a great training that I just know you're going to love. As if 9 productivity tips weren't enough. Now you'll be able to get 23 more productivity secrets from a 100k per year earner and online marketing veteran. Now, he didn't produce 100k income overnight. Adam spent the first few years of his home business career running around like a headless chicken looking for that one secret to make his business work out. He was buying every single product, ebook, training course, software program, etc., in sight without really mastering anything, and just ended racking up tons of debt with nothing to show for it. Now, I can relate to this, and maybe you too. However, once you stop chasing the hype and understood these productivity tips you're about to access, his business and results changed once his focus aligned on these. Now, I'm not going to spend heaps of time explaining why productivity is so important. It really would defeat the objective of this webinar, actually. But if you want to be as much as 300% more productive, you need to listen. Now, Adam has put together 2 value-packed digital DVDs and PDF download for you inside the 23 productivity tips for the deadly serious entrepreneur, and the value is insane. Having personally gone through this product, I can tell you he's literally giving away what you're about to get your hands on tonight. You couldn't hire him for 10 minutes for this price. Now, when you buy today, it's not going to cost you $1,000. It's not going to cost you $500. It's not going to cost you $200. It's not going to cost you $100. It's not going to cost you $50. How about $9 for these amazing 23 time-saving strategies? Incredible, guys. Now, you can apply these strategies as soon as you purchase from about 1 hour from now. You will have a new set of concepts to help you to get tons more stuff done in a lot less time whilst enjoying the process. And isn't this what this is about? It's all about enjoying the process and having fun building your business. Now, remember, money can come or go, but time you can never actually get back. So be very careful of how you use it, and by getting hold of this course, you will ensure you use it correctly. Failing to manage yourself around the time you have will keep you stuck forever. Now, I know you want to break free and get your freedom back. Now, it only makes sense. You click the add to cart button below. It's only $9 for the rest of your productive life. So hit the button below for instant access if you are serious about getting more results in your business with less time invested. So I want to thank you for tuning in. Let's get started, my friend. Click the button below and you can access this phenomenal time-saving course. Having gone through it personally, I'm over the moon that Adam has actually offered this to us. So I just want to say thank you, Adam, for sharing your wisdom with us with this amazing product that's seriously has saved me so many hours of time and so much frustration. And just want to say a big thank you to Adam for putting this all together for you. So click the click the add to cart button below. We can get started right now, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Hey. Hey you. Yeah, you. Yeah, I see you. So have you clicked the button yet? Okay. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. And it's gone.